Hello, fellow Rotarians. My name is Helen Peacock, and on behalf of Jim Halderman, Tom Baker, and Phil Gittins, it is our pleasure to welcome you to this unique learning opportunity, Ending War 101, a program developed in collaboration between World Beyond War and Rotarians for mutually assured survival. Now, in a moment, I'll talk a little more about the urgency that we are feeling around our mutually assured survival on the planet at this point in time. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the organizers of this program. But first, let me talk with you about World Beyond War and Ending War 101. As many of you are aware, World Beyond War is a global movement with members in over 180 countries. It's a global movement dedicated to ending the institution of war. It's not about ending a particular war. It's not about ending the use of a particular weapon. It's not about ending particular sanctions for a particular country. It's about turning around and looking at the institution of war itself and the systems and the processes and the thinking that have allowed war to go on for so long. Now, this course, Ending War 101, is designed to provide you guidance so that you can dive deeply into some of the theories and arguments and strategies to abolish war. And it will help you think practically about the kinds of systemic interventions and shifts that need to take place so that we can build alternative institutions to replace the war machine. The learning is completely flexible. You can go at your own schedule and at your own speed. You can review the contents and the videos and the other resources and materials as many times as you choose. We will be holding online discussion forums every week around the topics of the week so that you can interact with your fellow Rotarians who are taking this program. And we also will schedule 3 optional Zoom calls during the 6-week period, should you choose to connect more directly with your fellow participants. Now let me say a little bit about the organizers. Past District Governor Jim Halderman and I have been talking about creating this program for Rotarians for a year. Jim is the chair of the District 5450 Peace Committee, a very innovative and creative peace committee that, among other things, has affiliated itself with World Beyond War. And Jim himself has given courses on ending war. Jim is a Rotary Peace activator, as is Tom Baker. Tom is also a member of the District 5450 Peace Committee, and Tom has over 40 years experience in the field of education in various capacities in various parts of the world. And Dr. Phil Gittins is the Director of Education for World Beyond War. And Phil is a leader in peace education, in youth and community development. He has taught in schools and colleges and universities in over 50 countries. Which brings us to me. I am a member of We Rotary for International Peace. I am the past District Peace Chair for District 7010, and I am the coordinator within Rotary for initiatives around mutually assured survival, including the grassroots movement to ask Rotary to endorse the Treaty for the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons. So that's us. Now let's take a moment and talk about you. You are the pilot group. Each of you has been invited individually to be part of this program, and it is our hope that this course will give you a sense of urgency and possibility about the impactful difference we Rotarians can make in shifting our planet to peace. As the pilot group, we are offering you this course at no charge, and it is our hope that we can get wonderful feedback from you at the end of the course, which we can use to then tailor the program before we offer it again to the wider Rotary community. So we thank you in advance for your participation. Now let me talk about our sense of urgency. At the beginning of 2022, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres called for an avalanche of action to deal with the numerous global challenges that we were facing that were going to require the attention and the cooperation of every country on the planet. Challenges like the climate crisis, Challenges like coming out of a 3-year pandemic. And then what happened? Russia invaded Ukraine. The world's attention shifted to war, which was the exact opposite of what we needed to be doing at this point in time. And we believe we're at a pivotal moment on the planet where the decisions that our world leaders make, the very words that they choose to employ, are going to take us down one path or the other. Now, Rotarians already have a higher level of peace consciousness than the average person on the planet. And so it is incumbent upon us to take our commitment to peace and to do everything we possibly can to ensure we move down the path of mutually assured survival. We are already doing wonderful humanitarian work, building positive peace in various ways around the world. No question we are making a difference in the lives of individual people around the world. But it is not enough. Let me illustrate with a little diagram. If we take our numbers from the Institute of Economics and Peace, they tell us that $80 billion are going into humanitarian efforts, positive peace-building efforts around the world. And it could be double that. It could be triple that. It doesn't matter. And you know why? Because on the other side of the scale, $5.9 trillion are going into militarism, into war and the preparations for war, into basically undoing all of the good work that we're doing with our positive peace endeavors. Now, I have a degree in math and physics, but you do not have to have a degree in math and physics to understand which way these scales are going. It's just gravity. And it's not rocket science to appreciate that the only way we're going to make an impactful difference is if we can get some of that money, if not all of that money, shifted from militarism to positive peace endeavors. And the only way we're going to be able to do that is if we stop tolerating the use of war as a means of resolving conflict, tolerating it and allowing it to continue. Which brings us to Ending War 101. What do you say to people when they say, oh, come on, war is part of human nature. We've always had war. We always will. This course will help you respond to that. And what do we need to know about the war system, about the industrial, military, political war machine, so that we can dismantle it? This course will help with that. And how can we become even more effective as advocates for peace, as advocates for disarmament, as advocates for alternative systems that will sustain life and peace and earth. This course will help with that. So on behalf of the four of us, may you have a wonderful learning experience. We look forward to interacting with you over the next 6 weeks. And I'm going to close now with the inspiring words of Nelson Mandela. It always seems impossible until it's done. Thank you.